The first 2 seasons of Emily in Paris gave us some pretty solid fashion goals, and the 3rd season seems to be doing the same. The official trailer of Emily in Paris was recently released, and it has sent the internet into a frenzy with its chic looks and intense scenes. The trailer for the 3rd season is all about glamour and drama, but we also see Emily struggling a little more in the new season. In fact, this season is officially being called the season of choices. Darren Star, the producer of the show, recently said in an interview, "We'll always want the story to drive locations, but we have some really beautiful locations lined up for season 3 in France, not just in Paris. And we surely got to see Emily vacationing at a whole new and heavenly place. So Emily won't just be in Paris this time." The first look at the season tells us that Emily is very confused about her personal and professional life, and she still has to make some pretty difficult decisions. She'll have to pick between going for her dream job or picking the safer option, and her love triangle with Gabriel and Alfie won't be making things easier for her. It's going to be pretty intense because Emily already picked Alfie over Gabriel, but now that she has realised that she has feelings for Gabriel, things are bound to get messy. Emily has fallen in love with Paris, but does she love it enough to leave her hometown for this new city? Well, even Emily isn't sure about it. On the other hand, it was also revealed that Emily is not just a part of Sylvie's new marketing business, but is also working with the old firm in Chicago. And none of them know that she's working 2 shifts, so the reveal is gonna be messy. Lily Collins, who plays Emily Cooper on the show, said in an interview, "I myself don't know her choice yet. I keep asking, but whatever choice it is, it will be filled with drama, fashion, and a lot of fun and romance." In one of the scenes in the trailer, we see Emily trying to learn French, and her tutor wrote, "Not choosing is still choosing" on the board. Emily seems to be pretty confused by it, but the tutor explains that even when you're not choosing anything, you're still facing consequences because not choosing is also a decision. Emily then seems pretty worried about how she could make the right choice. Emily seems to be having a lot of fun with Alfie, but then comes a scene in the trailer where Gabriel says to Emily that she has changed his life. And that's the moment Emily knows that she loves him for sure. It also seems like Emily would eventually talk to Alfie about it because he looks pretty sad in certain scenes. Lily Collins looks absolutely breathtaking in each one of the costumes on the show, but her dresses are a little chaotic too this time, showing us her mental state and the existing crisis Emily is going through. Emily gets so frustrated to a point where she decides to give herself a haircut, and we know that it's very alarming. The new synopsis of the show also tells us that Emily has a great opportunity of going back to Chicago and working for the same firm, but if she decides to stay in Paris, she would have to work for the new marketing firm of Sylvie, which isn't a very safe choice when it comes to her career. And now that her love life has also become a dilemma for her, making a choice sounds like the biggest chore. Fans are also clearly torn between Gabriel and Alfie, and some think that Gabriel has a history with Emily's friend, so he's a no-go, while others just love their on-screen chemistry. Some people also think that Alfie is the right choice because he's practical, he understands her, and is obviously very handsome. It's hard to say who Emily is going to pick, but we might see Alfie popping the question this season as he seems pretty serious about Emily. In addition, Lily Collins posted a picture on her Instagram captioning it, "Tourist season is over." This post is hinting at us that Emily has been in Paris for quite a while now and she's settled in, which also means that she'll be having some trouble moving on from this city and going back to where she came from. Also, we got to see a few steamy scenes between Alfie and Emily, which tells us that they're going to have a great time on vacation. But how long would it last? Well, who knows, because Emily is definitely going to confront Alfie sooner or later. There's another scene in which 2 people are making out in the pool, but we can't really see their faces. Some are saying that they're Gabriel and Camille, but conspiracy theorists think that it was Gabriel and Emily in that pool. Things will surely take a dramatic turn if something of this sort happens. In another scene, Emily, Gabriel and Alfie are all toasting together, and netizens are pretty confused to see the picture. Some people are assuming that they're toasting about Emily's blooming career, or that she's finally made a decision and they're all accepting it wholeheartedly. But that seems very unlikely, and this picture surely raises a lot of questions. It's not only going to be about her love life, but Emily will be going through a solid crisis in which she might realise that she's never gotten a chance to know herself and know what she truly wants. So, the show will also be about Emily, trying to explore her inner self, and that's why this season will be different from all the other seasons. We'll also get to see her bonding with Mindy, played by Ashley Park, and Camille, but we gotta say that there's still some awkwardness among Mindy and Emily whenever Gabriel is around. Besides, photos of Mindy and Emily have also surfaced, so we can't help but gush over the epic duo. We see the 2 besties sharing a lot of meaningful moments and enjoying their vacations, and in one of the photos, they're even seen riding a swing. Ashley Park playing Mindy shared some secret intel on their bond, saying, "We all turn off our phones and just hang out with each other as people and not just castmates." I think that magic magic kind of translates onto the screen, and Mindy surely looks like the only constant in Emily's life while the rest of her life is pretty much falling apart. We'll also be seeing Emily Cooper serving us some pretty chic looks in the new season. Her ruffled pink dress and the skirt with a golden trench are just a few looks that totally had her fans smitten over her. But the highlight of this season is surely going to be Emily's bangs, and by looks of it, Mindy isn't going to be very happy about it. Also, in the teaser, as soon as Emily gets bangs, Gabriel guesses that something's wrong with her. He even asks her, and Emily says that she's got the bangs because she likes them. There doesn't always have to be a reason for bangs. In a few scenes, Emily also seems in denial, because when Alfie talks to her about her work, she changes the subject and says that she's on vacation and doesn't want to talk about her work. She might be trying to enjoy her vacation while it lasts because soon she'll be going back to her hustling life. It could also mean that Emily doesn't want to leave Paris, but for that, she will have to make some pretty hard decisions. In another scene, Alfie is leaving in a taxi with all of his luggage packed up, and he genuinely looks sad. Now, this scene tells us that either he saw Emily and Gabriel hook up, or Emily herself has broken up with him. Chances are that Emily might not pick anyone because she obviously doesn't want to hurt Camille by dating Gabriel, and she can't keep lying to Alfie either. So the choice is pretty clear. Emily could choose herself and live in an entirely new city, exploring art and fashion. Or she could choose to stay in Paris and spend her time with her best friends. There's also a scene in the trailer where Emily and Alfie are in a hot air balloon, and the view is epic. It looks like a scene right out of the dreams of a teenage girl. So yeah, she does seem happy with Alfie, but then there's a scene where Gabriel leans his head on her shoulder and we could see the love in her eyes. It's confusing and exhausting, even for the audience at this point, so we can only imagine what Emily must be going through. At one point, it's definitely going to get way too exhausting for Emily and she'll have to let go of something. Fans are of the opinion that Emily should just consider all of this as a long vacation and just go back to where she came from. There's also a high chance that her influencer career gets a sudden boost and a big firm in Paris decides to hire her. But until that happens, the dilemma of Emily in Paris is definitely going to continue. In other news, the designer of the show also gave an interview about the costumes and said, "My dream for season 3 would be to recycle the costumes from season 1. I don't know if we can do that, but I'm dreaming to bring some of Lily's most iconic outfits to Recycling Workshop." Well, we gotta say that the first look of this season sure reminds us of the good old style of Emily from season 1. Netflix has already given a release date for the show, as it will be going on air on the 21st of December, and the makers are hopeful that it will get the same love and viewership as the last 2 seasons that the show got. The fans are pretty excited to see the mix of bold colours and peak drama with a lot of aesthetics that only Emily in Paris could serve. So come on then, are you Team Gabriel or Team Alfie? As always, do let us know in the comment section below. Take care, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and thank you so much for watching.